Exclusion through dichotomy, a division into sanity and insanity, the helpers and those being helped, and the useful and the useless, can be visualized by the modern-day ship of fools. I believe, however, that the officials, the politicians, and the professionals involved in rehabilitation have a sincere desire to help the society and its members. It is about structures, and just as much about the people who have created them, not just the structures or just the people. How, then, do we change the structures? When rehabilitation methods are being planned and implemented, it is important to update our attitudes and methods without blaming anyone. Logic of cause and effect is one of the greatest illusions. Can we begin rehabilitation for someone only when we find the reason for his or her psychological disorders? If an airplane starts falling down from the sky, should we start an exhaustive analysis on whether the failure was in the turbine engine or in the control system? Or should we prioritize finding parachutes and getting out of the plane? The black box can be most often found at the bottom of the sea together with the airplane. When Culture House Elvis began in 2009 and the GFP model was implemented, we asked the clients what would help them most in their current situations in life. The answers were very similar: meaningful activities, new friends, and content of life. Well-organized functional peer support can provide all of these. Would it be possible that in 2013 we could ponder what these people could do to help each other? But what about us? What could we do or refrain from doing for them? Could we first start listening with respect and compassion what it is that these people are asking for? What if we tried to see them as equal citizens? In the post-war reconstruction of Finland, no one was useless. Labor was not restricted by any diagnosis. We are not at war even today. However, more and more people are forced to live in dangerous conditions, unemployed, dropped from the safety net. Mental health clients are often in that group. For them, life is daily battle and warlike survival. Young heroes are crawling in the trenches, home alone, too afraid to set a foot in a public transport. They are in a social minefield where new tragedies can wait around any corner. They are afraid of the bombs falling from the sky, abandonment, suppression, and contempt. They are not to blame for their condition alone, and by no means are they our enemies. Do we make up some excuse to leave them on the ground? Or do we help them up? We have more things in common than different. If we look at people beyond their external habitus without focusing too much on verbal expressions, for example, we find the potential, which will ultimately benefit all of us. For instance, could making art and music be the starting point for rehabilitation and ignite the desire to learn something new? Can these positive experiences extend so far that the client is willing to consider education or work? An assessment of effectiveness by the Finnish Rehabilitation Foundation found that out of 72 young clients of Elvis, 21 individuals started seeking education or work during the first year. The GFP model is not yet finalized, but it does not have to be seen as a shortcoming. The model has proven to work and has demonstrated its usefulness in rehabilitation. Doubts on clients not having the energy have been shown to be unfounded in practice. The dream is to set up culture houses similar to Elvis internationally so that they are rooted as a permanent part of the psychiatric healthcare system. Fortunately, I am not alone with this dream. Beside me, there are others who dream of a time when the young heroes are appreciated and their value and place in the world are acknowledged. The GFP model is not only about what we do, but how we do it. If we do not believe in one's possibilities, then how can one believe in oneself? Eyes and ears open, a little less conversation and a little more action. In Helsinki, Finland, World Mental Health Day, 10th of October 2012, Markus Raivio.